You've seen the luxury cars and vacations on Instagram. But what if I tell you that real wealth in Nigeria is often quiet? I'm Dr. Ish, former banker and asset manager, and today I will be revealing to you 10 low-key business making everyday Nigerians rich. These aren't loud, they aren't sexy, but they are stable, cash flow positive, and scalable. If you've been praying for a smart way to grow income without hype, then you'll need to take notes. You're welcome once again to our money making series, and I remain your humble host, Dr. Ish. This is one of the topics I so love and passionate about, everything making money, and I'm here to guide you through that process, especially for those that love making extra income from themselves. And considering the times we are in and the country that we are in, having financial empowerment is so important, especially with the way the inflation has hit so much on the naira value and how so many people are looking for how to ensure that they can sustain their livelihood or at least take care of their basic necessities. And let me tell you something. There's a quiet revolution happening in Nigeria, and it's not happening in flashy offices or on social media. It's happening in overlooked businesses that most people walk past every day. And in this video, I'm going to show you 10 low-key ventures that are quietly making people wealthy without noise, without fame, or a huge startup capital. So please make sure there are no distractions. Get your pen, get your paper or your journal or your diary, and make sure you take out notes because there's so much to learn here. And I want you to be able to pick at least one or two of these low-key businesses, try them out, and of course, give me feedback on how it's going for you. And my name, as always, is Dr. Ishioma Elora Ona, and I'll be taking you through this process. Okay, so too often we chase loud businesses. Many people get lost in chasing loud businesses, maybe because of the glamour, high demand, and what they believe is the reputable income. So loud businesses, an example of that could be in tech, in fashion, or even content. But many people are building true financial security in businesses that don't even get talked about. And the best part here is some of them started with less than 100K. Yes, I said so, less than 100,000. And they are now generating consistent income every month. Trust me, being an ex-banker, I've been in the financial industry, still in the financial industry, but I've been in it for about 23 years. And out of the 23 years, I did almost 20 in the banking sector. I've been in the insurance sector as well, asset management and investment, immigration, investment banking. So trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I also personally have started 25 businesses. I failed the day, tried 25. So trust me, anything I'm telling you, I have tried as many businesses as you can ever imagine. I've sold everything from human hair, baby clothes, kitchen utensils. I even opened a booker where people are selling food for me. I opened a school, a nursery school, everything to make legit money. So I can tell you this from experience that you can start with less than 100K and generate consistent income every month. Now, consistent income may not be billions, it may not be millions, but like I always say, little drop makes a mighty ocean. So this video is for you if you are tired of hype and you just want ideas that actually work, not something too technical that needs you to use ChatGPT, AI, or a dictionary to interpret. Okay, so these are ideas that really work without needing 10K followers or 150K subscribers or complicated platforms or any bit of so much of struggle or brain work. These are quiet income generators. You can start one or invest in someone already doing it if you feel you don't have the strength or the power or the energy for it. All right. So we have the ice block production, which is a consistent cash flow. It's a consistent cash flow, especially in power deficient areas. high return on investment during dry season. And the starter tip here is to make sure you have solar or hybrid generator so that you can be able to take care of to lower your overhead cost at the end of the day. So ice block production is very, very good to start. I also delved into the business. My grandmother currently is also still doing that business, and she is making loads of money daily. We have the table water distribution. You buy in bulk and supply to retailers, event planners, or offices. You know our Owambe people now, we are always partying, party, party, party. This is also something you don't need to stress too much. So the starter tip here is to build relationships, business to business relationships, and not just business to customer. Make sure you set up your profile on whatever platform is comfortable for you to start advertising. And of course, your WhatsApp status, you can start from there. You don't need to invest too much in that area. So we also have the POS and mini agency businesses. It's one of the fastest cash turnover models in rural and urban areas. I mean, they are just springing up everywhere, and there's nothing like too much of it or is saturated. All you need to do is to make sure you have a differentiating factor for your business. And the starter tip here is to do your research on your location. Here, location matters. Don't be where there are too many people doing the same business. And even if you have to be, make sure that you have something that makes you stand out from the others. It could be good customer service. There's just different angles to it. But this is something you can start with less than 100K. Right? You don't need too much of capital for this. But location is really, really very good because you don't want to be where there are no human beings. You have to be where there's a high traffic of people, maybe somewhere on the road or in a very busy environment so that you can have consistent flow of income. Then we have the recharge card and data reselling business. This at the time was a major boom and it still is. You know how we spend so much on data and buying recharge cards. So yes, we still have the people that don't recharge with their phones and for some reason need to buy the recharge card and data. So this is something you can go into, and trust me, people are cashing out on this kind of business. Digital hustle scales with volume. So once you start small, with time, you start scaling up your business. And the starter tip here is to partner with verified telecom wholesalers that you know will not scam you. Do your research and then start out with them. Like I say, little drop makes a mighty ocean. When we come to short sale arbitrage, rent long-term sublease on Airbnb or booking.com, you can just find ways of getting registered into this kind of business. Do your research on Airbnb and booking.com, and this is something you can even sell on behalf of other people, market on behalf of other people, not necessarily owning these places. Now, the starter tip here is to have decor plus security, and you have 70% of success. I know of some friends who actually rent out part of where they stay. Well, I mean, there's security concerns there, but this is just to let you know that this is possible. We also have the niche mini importation kind of business, focused on non-saturated niches like auto parts, hair tools, baking supplies, So do your research as well. I always say before you run into any business, do your research, find out if it's something that you can do, something you like, something you can speak about, because it's not just even starting the business. You have to market the business, you have to sell the business, and you have to be strategically positioned so that the business can actually be profitable for you. The starter tip here is to use market gap research, not trends. Use starter, you have to do your research. Don't follow trends. Don't say because your friend or your neighbor is doing it, that is why you are doing it. So we have the cooking gas retail. I mean, I don't know if anyone is still using firewood apart from the people cooking large scale. This is in high demand daily, anywhere in the part of Nigeria, especially in residential areas. So partner with plants for bulk buying. And like I said, little drops. You don't need to buy bulk. You can just start small and then advertise to people that this is what you do. Create flyers, position yourself on social media, start speaking about it to friends, family, and loved ones, and even frenemies if the case is. But whichever way is, don't keep quiet about it. Ensure you market yourself. We also have the palm kernel business. This one is old school smart. You buy during the season when oil is cheap, store properly, and then resell during scarcity. I have a lot of oldies in this business, and it's something a lot of young people are also tapping into. So if you don't want to run it yourself, You can partner with a trusted vendor and profit. But I always advise that you have to keep your eyes down on the ground and understand what the business is about. So ready-to-use like oil cake and Shell all have resale value. So please look into this if it's something that you can manage. We also have the rural transport services, low competition in remote areas, and loyal, it gives you loyal daily income. Trust me. Of course, there will also be the issues of maintenance and other running costs that you'll be taking care of on a daily. But if you are good with money, frugal with money, and of course, like I say, start small and then make your risks smaller. And then with time, when you start making daily income, you can now buy more vehicles for yourself. And the starter tip here is to start with one reliable vehicle, not the one that is going to keep dying on you every time. And of course, get a licensed driver if you personally do not want to drive. You also have the school supplies wholesale, consistent year-round demand. There are schools everywhere. Parents always buy. Look for school supplies wholesale that you can do. School bags, school shoes, school shorts, underwears, anything related to school. Trust me, it sells. You just need to be patient and give it time. So position near school clusters and find out what they need. Do your research and then start small. And as it goes, you can tweak your ideas, meaning you can change to another school supply kind of thing. There's so many aspects of school supply and find out which gives you the highest level of income. So the recap here is ice block business, water distribution, POS, data selling, shortlets, mini importation, gas, palm kernel business, and of course transportation, like I said, and school supplies. You don't need noise to build wealth. You just need to be disciplined, do your research, and find out which works for you. These quiet businesses can give you cash flow, confidence, and legacy. Start small, but think long term. Like this video, download your free business toolkit below, and join our MoneyWise tribe. And if you have any other questions, please you can drop a comment for me or send me an inbox message, and I will be glad to respond to you.
Now you have seen 10 business models, but which one fits you depends on your time, your location, and your capital. If you want more breakdowns like this, hit subscribe so that you can get more information from me. Let's continue to build wealth quietly, purposefully, and consistently. Want my personal filter for choosing the right hustle? Comment quiet money in the comment section or send me a DM on